Okay, hi everybody. If you're receiving this, you're probably receiving this on Monday the 17th. We have got our Growth Club quarterly planning day coming up. So you're getting this because you have either already booked or you haven't yet confirmed. So please do let us know for numbers. So Thursday the 20th, we do our quarterly planning day. And I just wanted to do a quick little video just on what you need to do prep for the day. So I'm recording it on Sunday the 16th, hence I'm in the obviously in my executive office in the city on the Sunday. But first chance I had to do this, I couldn't get this out to you last week, so apologies for that. So just very briefly, obviously some of you coming to the day have been to multiple growth clubs before and know exactly what it's all about, and you pretty much are mostly prepared already. Or if you aren't yet, you know what to do. There's a couple of people that are joining us for the very first time. And obviously, most of you are already using the ABOS Action Coach Business Operating System already, or you might there's a few of you that are jumping right into it on the deep end. So well done for you for jumping on in. And please, that's the main thing for Thursday, is it's an opportunity for us just to lock a morning aside together to really do a deeper dive into the system and start getting the most out of it. It's really incredible the results that people are getting out of this program, our clients and coaches alike. As you know, I just got back from our conference in India last month, and a lot of the coaches that are using this a lot have been all sharing, the value that this is adding, to their coaching businesses as well, in particular to the clients using it. So that's the idea for the day, is we're just going to lock time away to really just get a deeper level. Those of you that are already using it well are going to get a much deeper insight into it and start using it at a higher level. And there'll be others that are brand new to the program or to the system learning it. And that's the whole idea. Growth Club has always been called it's a group coaching morning or full day, so you can stay as long as you want and see where we're at. So just briefly how the day works. We're running a strategic business support in Hillcrest. There's and a couple of my long distance clients are Zooming in or Teamsing in online. So it's a very interactive session there. I always recommend if you are close by, make sure you come to the in-person one. They will be able to take you to a nice lunch. Those of you that are distance-based will be having a lunch together soon when I'm in your neck of the woods. So jumping straight on in. So that's the main point, is just get as prepped as you can for the day. But then obviously the more prepped you are, the best you're going to get out of it. But don't be scared off if you're only partially prepped or still trying to get your head around it. That's the whole point, is that we're going to learn from one another and get more into it. So I'll just do a very brief recap. I'm going to share my screen here. Some of you will know this stuff already, and obviously others will be looking at it already, have been playing around with the system or have done a couple of sessions with me. So we can obviously do a deeper dive as we go. So the whole idea, one of the key things that we want to get out of the day, is every 3 months, the idea is to update your quarterly plan, because as you know, coaching is in a quarterly cycle, and every 3 days to update it. The idea on Growth Club is, you can spend weeks and weeks and weeks updating your quarterly plan, or you come to a Growth Club, book aside the day, get it done all in one hit, where you're fully focused, you've locked the doors, got somebody to run interference for you, you've got out of the office, and your calendar's clear, so you can just start and just think on the business for a little while. So the idea, the screen that I'm sharing here, is a typical 90-day plan. This is just a dummy site that I created to demonstrate the system. So as you can see here, the idea is every 3 months to update your goals for the quarter. So what the system does is you're going to have your 90-day vision, and you can see this is a Q2 vision. So this Q2 plan that was built, you'll be building your third quarter vision, the personal goals. You're going to put in your business goals. What are the KPIs that you want to be tracking for the quarter for you and your team? Then you're going to be building a strategy or a plan. So what are the inputs that's going to deliver on those goals? And then once you've got this all populated with dates, etc., you'll then have a Gantt plan that you can actually log on to at any stage and see what are the activities, where are you on track, where are you behind on those activities, strategies, action items that deliver to the goals. And then the idea is at the end of every quarter, you're going to review, adjust, what did you achieve, and then build the next quarter. So obviously what we'll be doing on the day is you'll be starting up your Q3 plan, because we're going into the third quarter, as I'm catching up there. So in a nutshell, those of you seeing it for the first time, so I use my good buddy Jack Johnson here as he's a business owner of a business called XYZ Widgets. And what each of you will have when you log on, you obviously won't see these bits and pieces I have up here. This is my ABOS for my business. I obviously get to see each of the clients' back offices here. Obviously, it's fully confidential. You will have your password protected stuff. And I think you all know me well about enough by now that anything you put in here stays with us. So your landing page, when you go into the dashboard, or when you go into ABOS, you'll see it's busy populating here. If you've used this already, you will have your dashboard. And that gives you a visual reflection of where you are in the business. Obviously, our 6-step framework: mastery, marketing, systems, team, scale, freedom, red, amber, green. You're going to get a good picture at any stage of where you are at inside the business. So that's your dashboard. It'll always tell you what are the KPIs that you're tracking against and how you're tracking against those KPIs for the quarter. And then your weekly KPIs. Once they're, this one I haven't populated those into the dummy side there. So that's just your business at a glance to see how you're doing inside the ABOS system. So how do we get there? Some of you using this for the first time, you'll see to get that dashboard, you click on the review button. So before I do it, the main thing I just want to highlight for everybody is the idea is this has been built over time. Obviously, I'm coaching many of you through it. Some in our group processes, some of you I'm coaching one-to-one. But where we're evolving this over time is that it can be a DIY platform that people can get up and running online. So the main thing to see under your dashboard here, so we're still on the dashboard page, you'll see these. It is now up to 10. Those of you that used it earlier have been using it for a while. You'll remember there were only 6 explainer videos. There are now another 4 that have been added in, and there's going to be more added as we go. So specifically what you're going to, this one obviously shows the overall of how the flow works. And each of these videos are 4 minutes, 6 minutes, etc. So if you do nothing else before the Prep for Growth Club, is just watch each of these videos. Some are 4 minutes, some are 8 minutes. You can speed up the playback speed depending if there's an avatar that teaches it to us really nicely. So I've clicked on this one as an example. And you'll see there's our lady that's talking us through it. Great to have you here. She does a much better job than me, so that's why I really wanted to hire this, or highlight this, so you can see what needs to be done. So watch each of those videos. That's really going to give you a good insight. Obviously, those of you using this for the first time, watch the videos, and then start getting your way through. Just call myself or Lindile at any stage if you need some help. So watch those videos first. As I say, if there's nothing else you do, make sure you do that. As it explains in the videos, the first step is to do the review, so which will give you your dashboard score. You'll see here the way it works is hit the edit button, and then it allows you to answer each of these questions and change your score. I will put in your score if you're using it for the first time. And the main thing now is if you already have been using this system, the idea is you flash through your answers every 3 months. So quickly have a look through here, skim through the goals, and remember it goes left to right. Mastery, that's going to ask the questions about your foundations. If you click on marketing, it'll give you a health check on your own marketing systems. Then systems generally, team, scale, freedom, etc. So once you've answered all of those questions, so re-answer them every 3 months, because your dashboard's going to change. You're going to see some things that are amber are now green, some reds become amber. You might even see some greens become amber, which is a lovely highlight as we go to help us at a glance see where we're at. And this is where you can obviously see the summary of where are the areas. So you can see this business, for instance, doing pretty well on the foundations, but we've got a red light on marketing, so that obviously needs some attention, and it even drills down on each of the subsections of each of those to see where you need attention. From there, you can then hit your ABOS to do. Now remember, if you haven't hit edit, you won't be seeing a lot of this. And here you can drill down where it'll show you what do you want to look at. Do you want to look at only the areas you scored worse? So clicking this drop down, 1 or less will only show you suggested strategies to improve your score on your lowest scoring areas. What I've just done here is I've left it at, for instance, 4 or less, and then it highlights strategies that you might want to implement inside the business. So if you go all the way up to 6 or less, you can see here just under mastery, there's a ton of ideas at your disposal on what you can do on each of these different areas. So there's no shortage of stuff that we can work on over time. And that's the beauty of ABOS, is just a quick reminder, is the whole point of our coaching programs is putting time aside to be working on the business, not firefighting, day-to-day run around doing the urgent and important stuff. We want to be doing the important stuff before it comes urgent. So that's a quick idea around it. And there's obviously your sliders, where you're going to slide which are those strategies that make sense to work on over time. Don't try to click a million. You're going to go into this regularly as you see. So that's the idea. Once you've done that, you're going to save and close. Then obviously those of you doing it for the first time, it takes you back to your dashboard, or you want to click back on your dashboard and you'll get an idea, has it changed or not? So people redoing it, updating it, you'll see any changes. And obviously for those of you doing it the first time, this is just a real critical one initially, so you get that at a glance, where's the business at? The next point for those of you doing it for the first time, but importantly, if you're doing it for if you're updating, again, you want to look at your annual alignment. So the idea is at least once a year, you want to do a new alignment for every year. So you can see we start one every year. If you do it for the first time, again, you're going to go left to right: vision, desired state, personal goals, business goals, KPIs, etc. Always left to right. And if you've done your annual alignment already, it doesn't mean you don't look at it. Now you go through it again and you update it. What are the personal goals that you want to be working on? Double check. There might be some that are no longer relevant, some you've already hit, some that and if you already hit them using ABOS, they should be ticked off. And then obviously your business goals. So you can see this dummy business that we've put here. These are the top goals. And then you're going to do some reflection in terms of how you hit each of those. And then what should be your KPIs, business and personal, for the year. And at the end of the year, we'll hit the review and adjust to see how you did against that. So the main thing in prep for Thursday is that you've updated your review score. So you've got your dashboard. The next thing is either for the very first time, do your annual alignment and put in your personal and your business goals. And what I'll be doing on the day is helping you get clarity on which of your long-term goals we're going to be working on this quarter. And there's a process we'll take you through for the day. So if you're doing the annual alignment for the first time, I do suggest start jotting down your ideas or what your top level. If you already have a business plan, get the summary there. Sometimes nice just to scribble all your goals on paper. Again, when you're doing your quarterly goals as well, take some notes first. We'll send you a template or two if you need some help with that. And if you've updated your annual alignment, you've updated your review, do some thinking around what your top outcomes for the coming 3 months are to be. We're going to guide you through it over the quarter. So I'm going to stop sharing there. As I mentioned, those lovely videos, and our avatar speaker is going to be teaching you through those. So the videos will take you through it in a much greater detail. Have some fun with this. It's really going to get some real impact on your business once you start. Because remember, once you're using this, you'll be able to start adding your team on, allocating tasks to your team. And in that Gantt view, in your weekly lines that we'll be showing you, the videos show it as well. And your team will actually start getting daily to-do lists so they can do their input items that feed back up into your quarterly and feed back up into your annual goals. Have some fun with this. Reach out to me or Slee at any stage if you need some help. And I will be seeing you on Thursday. And if you haven't RSVP'd yet, please do so. We want to make sure we've catered properly for everybody. Get there from 8. Coffees will be out. We kick off 8:30 sharp. We'll be doing lunch. Great restaurants around the corner from the offices. And then anybody that's done from lunch, obviously welcome to go. If you're still stuck, we're going to go back into the training room and carry on for anybody that needs more support. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you on Thursday, and reach out if you need any help. And let's make it a great week and a great year ahead.